Tustadan kelfa, hoisidan kelfa. Tun tustlapan dibu kelfa, hoisidan kelfa, vadinudan kelfa. Men now for the tufta, she endured it out, and Razi good, she offered to. Ufta kel chief, Pundas shelfa, papuelta, where Pundas linda tufta. Kolo tuf divan rebut, dikel di remote, ten fusi boravan, she offered to, she endured it out, and Razi good, and she beyond Gorupia. Men now for the tufta, Toyo.
Kuyami just kuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun, slimo padona. Rundi hodonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayuha tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topada bungwalia gando do naga chut. Musha papampa, bola wana chitne. Pamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Chiska du suki kumba na bona nagachu. Tuinkotu. Topada bungwalia gando naga chut. Kabachi kuita hodonga. Yalamo inkatun. Jiloba mulira ni bobo. Wango kumpes gang ba mama rulira. Uba patu kochi. Tong nong bong shang yung yang. Tong patok smaktelia.
Tuflapan dibu kelfa, hoisidan kelfa, vadinudan kelfa. Siafade gurisa tuftidan debat, men puntas. Tora. Tuflapan dibu kelfa, hoisidan kelfa, vadinudan kelfa. Kolo tuftivan rebut, ufta kel chief. Where Pundas, ufta kel chief. Pundas shelfa, ufta kel chief. Pundas shelfa, papuelta. Where Pundas linda tufta. Kolo tuf divan rebut, dikel di remote, ten fusi boravan.
La boda ni winki smaktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuyami just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ma marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Rundi hodonga chihonkabi. Uba patu kochi. Tong nong bong shang yung yang. Tong patok smaktelia.
she offered to. She endured it out, and Rashi good, and she began Gorubia. And now for the Tufta. Voju Tuftadan Gelva. Hoisidan Gelva. Tudun Tufla Vandigo Gelva. Hoisidan Gelva Vaninugan Gelva.
Ubabatu Koji, Tom Nongbong Shang Nungyang, Tom Patok Smakdelia, Kuyami Juskuna Kikuna, Inakuna Marura Rachikun, Slimo Padona, Rundi Hadonga Chihonkabi, Tiska du Suki Kumpa, Nabona Naikachu, Abtuinkotu, Topada Bunkwalya Gandonago Chuchut, Kabachi Kuita Hadonga, Yalamo Inkapun, Jiloba Mulirani Bobo. Wango kumpes ka gang, ba mamarurira, yatoka uwan kinkuna ba murira, rachikun, mucha shakpangpa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated! Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Jawana bota ayuata honga cha kanki dora, kachi kuita hodonga. Topada bunkwalya gando do nado chut. Musha papangpa, bola wana chitne. Bamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes.
You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brezhik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brezhik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Well, maybe those bloody Vulcans will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brezhik and his Vulcans would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. Yes, I suppose you can. Well, I appreciate your attempt to save me, even if it didn't really go as you planned. But let's get down to business. We're not out of danger yet. If I'm going to figure out a way for us to get off this planet, I need to know what kind of resources we can draw on. First, are we the only two survivors left from the Ender Spire? Karth Onasi is alive? Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please take me to Karth right away. Between Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now I just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Taurus. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? This is a bit strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taurus, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taurus.
Yin kun no ba muli ra ching kun. Tong hai tun kun ching. Ni bobo jimata ni punaje. Dolpi kik nyunyan. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tong king ba na kongkek. Tung ting ta chun kun nek muli rabest. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampong pa bolawan na chikni. Pamul slik mo poda na wanga kun bist muli rabest. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tulbada bunk walya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulera de ne bobo. Munko kun biskang. Bamulara. Shagji kin lord jawata uma? Kavavulpa mulji gumana. King kun shachi king. Ni king kun oba mulira jikun? Wama kun bes. Chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko sercha domandoma?
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw the price on my head? He called the bounty off? That's wonderful! I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something. I can never truly repay you for helping me, but you'll always have my thanks for what you did.
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brezhik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. The Force is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... I'm sorry. I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Yes, what's on your mind? Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it? Can't say I've ever met a woman quite like you before. You're really something. I just don't trust easily, and for good reasons, which are my own. Oh, damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in the fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust? Of course the Jedi turned to the dark side. There were others, however, who weren't Jedi. Good men, trusted men, who joined them. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy. I know, and I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... no, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the End Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
The other two, she enjoyed it out, and really good, and keep me on Bolivia, and now for the Klufta.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
And keep me on Bolivia.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city. Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Mustakel Keith. Puntas sieltä. Pahoilta. Ja puntas. Linda Tufta. Kolotus Ivan Vehu. Ikelti Rimo. Infusi Porovan.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? I mean, would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat. There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you. But the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians. But you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right. And every single one of them would have been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done here. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong ka sha chona si ichua byongbo joni, minamambato mule ra, hakugri katkoda parabola. Mokao danya foki, chachiska do punta kakaspaka, bano oto. Watawama muliri, kin kun shopeshwa, no ba mule raji, jone yuturi yanchi, either bola unchi chinek, ba muli selima wanga kun bitkin.
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this pox infects our society. Listen to me, people. There is a terrible scourge sweeping our planet. Heed my warning before it is too late.
Yes? What?
Kavadumpa kapaliamo napata, bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun, tong nabun shanuyang. Kin kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala mona reji. Ching pala niska mule tun rata tigin podranko. De sarcha doma wana kondatama. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawagawa bagon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tanga boksha nagnong.
I'm in the wrong business. Darvik, if the Sith cared anything about us, they'd stop that gang war in the lower city. A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this pox infects our society. Listen to me, people. It pains me to see that an alien lover such as yourself is still allowed to walk free. I've seen how the Sith operate. I know they will support my anti-alien policies. When the day of reckoning comes, you will suffer with the rest of the scum and alien lovers. You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
We should leave. This man may be deranged, but he could also make considerable trouble for us.
Hachu apanki. Tanga boksha nagno.
The evil walks among us. The enemy is here. We must act now before we are overrun with the vermin invaders.
You